That's not supposed to happen. Tids, welcome in, and congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, redeeming first in the stream for this evening. Hope you're doing well. I, as you may have guessed from the fact that I couldn't even say that thing properly, am a little frazzled, but we'll be okay. I think. I hope. Noticed something weird going on with one of my commands. And I need to go fix it. Otherwise it's gonna bug me. Yeah, that's really weird. Or did I forget to turn it on? No, that can't be right. Oh. Okay. There's nothing I can do about that until after the stream. But it's fine. Hello, Soup. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Woke up rough as a badger's arse today, and it's only gotten worse. Oh, Tids, I'm so sorry to hear that. Bless you. I need to remove a layer before we get started because I'm feeling too warm already. Good start. Oh, and I'm sorry if my microphone picked up that massive shoulder pop there. That was not pleasant. Okay, I think I'm ready now. I finished work late as well, so I'm just amazed that I managed to actually start the stream on time. Got the good news today. I'm no longer under the threat of redundancy. Oh, congratulations, Soup. That's fantastic news. Okay. So, we all looking good? I think we're looking good. Jukebox is running and should fucking work. I'll be devastated if it doesn't. We are doing some more work on the flower night today. As you can see, after this stream last time, I did a little bit of additional work. Let me see if I can... You might not be able to see that because of how bright it is. There we go. I did a bit of additional work on his train. Yeah, now you can kind of see that there's layering there. Before it was just, like, bright white. Hi, Mum. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And I actually attached it to the miniature as well. So, in true Blue Peter fashion, we have a command for that now. Here's one I made earlier. Hey, Gibraltar. Welcome in. And thank you for the lurk. I hope you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge, whatever you're doing. Your silent patronage is much appreciated.
Hello there.
Title is still showing Mr. Stobbart for me. Really? I fucking changed it on my phone and checked it and everything. What's even worse about that is that I know I changed it when I did my stream on Sunday night, and I changed it then, and it was definitely changed on Twitch and everything, and it still shows as point and clicks. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Twitch lately, but I am getting pissed off with it. Let me see if I can edit it in here and if it'll actually take it this time. It's like I did it on my phone, so I didn't have to fuck about with my keyboard, because my keyboard's at the opposite end of my desk. Thank you for letting me know that it hadn't updated, despite Twitch telling me it had. I watched all of Sunday night stream. Was it set to Narita Boy according to Twitch? On Sunday night, Torpor? Because the last good because the last couple of weeks when I've done my Sunday night stream, if somebody shouted me out on the Monday, it still had the broken sword stuff in the shout out, and I've just been like, what the fuck? I know it's not that on Twitch, so I think something's going really fucky at Twitch's end. I'm gonna type the whole thing out again. Excuse me a minute, folks. And thank you for letting me know about that. That's deeply frustrating. Like, it's even got the speedrun tag from Sunday night. The fuck? Okay, I've updated it. Please, can somebody confirm if it's actually taken the update this time? Updated, beautiful. Thank you very much. Okay, so I cannot update my stream title and stuff. On
White coloring. The tasteful thickness of it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to change that. I think we now have one on the psycho counter that shouldn't be there. Thank you, Torpor. That is what it should be. Seeing as it is Hobby Happy Hour tonight. Though I did notice just before it did, the tags were correct. Really? Oh my fucking god, Twitch, what is wrong with you? Get your shit together! You're taking money from me, making me stress like this. It's unacceptable. Honestly. I can read honest. It's fine, Tids, don't worry. At least I know I'm not going daft. I definitely did update it. Just didn't fucking take. Anyway, where was I? Yes. In true Blue Peter fashion, if you want to lean into that at any point, exclamation mark Blue Peter should work. I have done some work on this offline. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to finish the shoulders off because they've not got any shading on them. Bring them in a bit closer. There you go. Not got any shading on them yet. We're going to add some detail to the bustle. Is there an art attack? No, there is not, but there really fucking should be. We'll get Neil Buchanan on the job eventually. Do love a bit of art attack. Like, we've got Bob Ross, we've got Blue Peter now. We definitely need art attack in there, don't we? Yeah, so it's going to be a lot of little details today, but then we start on the actual little details, which are still on the sprue so I don't lose them. And the sword as well, which I'm a little nervous about, I've got to admit. Like, if anything on this is going to give me trouble, it's going to be the sword, I think. Because I actually have to make that look like metal of some description. Okay. Where shall we start? I think what we'll do is we'll start with the shoulders and we'll do this cuff as well. Now, I haven't opened my wet palette yet. As I said right at the very beginning, I finished work late. It's a miracle I started the stream on time.
Hero Quest is the best game ever made, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
This is an art attack. This is an art attack. This is an art attack, but interspersed with raccoon noises. Yeah. Raccoon noises are not as exciting as you would think. Okay. Hello, Cypher. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. So we'll do the cuff first. I'm using the character brush for this. I think I might need to put a dab of water on this, because the paint's been sat for a little while. Did I paint last week? I can't remember. No, I had to cancel the stream last week, so the paint's been sat for a couple of weeks. Too much on the brush, I've overloaded it. Clean it in that corner there, there we go. I think I may need to use my brush repair stuff at some point soon. Trying to avoid getting any in the little hole there, because that's where the hand is going to go. This is his sword hand. It's his left hand. So I guess he's left-handed? I mean, he also drags his sword along the floor instead of, you know, putting it in a scabbard, so... It could be that he's right-handed and just has really poor sword etiquette. What's up, Porthos? Oh god, what have I missed? Okay, you imitating raccoon noises, and fair play. My eldest is such a nerd, he wrote a chat room program because they were bored. Daily meds supposedly to prevent heart attacks. Well done, Torpor. Bravo. That was a good joke. I liked that. For Saturday, I need to figure out how to get the party onto an airship. He's left-handed. Ooh, very sinister indeed. Press ganging, sky piracy. So a few options there. Free tour. Love a free tour. Okay, I'm gonna wash the brush because there's something on it and it's bugging me. Did somebody put this in, or is it my playlist? I'm trying to be as careful as possible here so I don't get any teal on his sleeves, because it'll be really difficult to correct because his arms are now attached to his body. I was going to say person, but I don't know if there is... I don't know if there's a person in this. Okay. I know we've been joking about art attacks, but I'm hoping that the smell I can smell is a bug that has made the mistake of climbing into my desk lamp and is now very toasty, rather than it being the smell of toast. I mean, I've had a stressful day, but not that stressful. Given all the flower bits, maybe a plank golem inhabiting a suit of armor. Could be. Very definitely could be. No, Slow is asleep. He asked me to wake him up after work before I started my stream. And I did that, and I said to him when he asked me, if you don't get up, it's not my fault. You know I've got a stream tonight. He was up late last night because it was RP night. He is part of a multi-region Star Trek RP group. And the only time they can all meet up is Tuesday at midnight. So he's always very tired on a Wednesday. I've just noticed. Slow grabbing a snack while sleepwalking? I mean, maybe. I've just noticed a little bit of cream inside one of the puffs on the sleeve. So I'm going to try and fix that. But I'm going to have to use the psycho for it. Now, because of the psycho command from earlier, I'm pretty sure that we already have one on the psycho counter, so nobody needs to do that. But what you can do is exclamation mark psycho count. And that will tell you how many psychos have been used this stream. There we go. Fixed. No crimes have been committed this stream. Did I commit a crime? The crime unlawful psycho counting. I see how this works. I'm gonna have to start turning the crime and psycho commands off when they're not relevant to the streams, aren't I? I see what's going on here. Oh, did Chibitan give you the new message? Yes. So I have been, as some of you already know, migrating all of the bits that make up Chibitan into a single bot. And one of the first things I did was migrate the first command. So now, in theory, if it actually works the way I think it does when I tested it, you can check how many times you've been first since I migrated the bot. So obviously at the moment the only person that should have anything in their first counter is Tids, who was first today. But I thought that was a neat little thing. And I think I can call that variable for other stuff. So like next year's anniversary stream, we could look at who's been first into the stream the most often and stuff like that. I'm looking at ways that we can have a little bit of fun with some of the community elements going forwards using the bot. I think that could be quite neat. Oop. Just get that in there. Oop. Why did I go that way when I could have gone this way? Making sure I've not damaged his face. I don't know. Judging by the queue, whatever it was that Soup put in. Hello, Rocket. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Unless the beginning of the stream is exceptionally dead, I will never register on that counter, as it takes me far too long to look for the redemption. I've given up on it. That's fair. I've had that problem in other people's streams in the past. I think what I might do is, I think it's in at 10 points at the moment. I might turn it down so it's a single channel point, because then it will automatically appear at the top of the list. It's going to be really interesting trying to get some details on these tiny little shoulder pieces. Let me, we're not going to use this brush, which appears to have some dry paint on it from the last time I used it. Isn't good. I'm going to bring the camera up a little bit so that I can bring the shoulder pads closer to myself. We'll get some light over that as well so you can see better. It's better. Now I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go for the insane detail for this, I think. So not the psycho, but one up. And we're going to start with the green. So this is the Please Don't Sue Us green, angel green, which looks suspiciously like green stuff. Like, you can get liquid green stuff and it looks suspiciously like that. And I've just had to thin it down quite a lot because it was insanely thick. Because it's been sat for so long. And try and mix it together a bit more so that it's less claggy as well. And I'm just going to stipple it on around the edges here. It doesn't want to be perfect and pretty. Because we're going for like a verdigris look. And normally what I do is I do the black bit first, so you can see on this piece that I finished. I went round all the edges with the black paint first, and then I stippled the green on top of the black. But we don't have a lot of space to work with here, and it's very small, very minute details. So I'm gonna skip the mid step and head straight to putting the green on, and then we'll put a little bit of black around the edges just to pick things out a bit. A little bit too much there, so I'm just going to stick my thumb on it to take some of it off. Thankfully, he's been glued for a little while, so he's sturdy now. He was not when I glued him. Took him about a day and a half to actually be safe to touch without his arms falling off. Hi, Porthos. What's up? The only problem with these smaller brushes is that they get paint buildup right at the ends of the bristles really quickly. I always forget what that bit's called. The bit that holds the bristles in place. I'm really glad that I got to paint today. It's been a feral. Thank you, Torpor. Yeah, like my brain goes the brush aglet, but it's not an aglet, is it? Because that's the thing at the end of the shoelace. Thank you, Phineas and Ferb, for that bit of information that will never leave me because it has a catchy musical number attached to it. Now we'll get some black on there. Not that one, though. Try this one. Right, we need to put some fresh black on the palette because the black's all dried out. So we're going to use a little bit of whole black from Army Painter. I'm going to water it down quite a fair bit. Except in Hobby's hands, then it's a feral. You taking the piss out of my pronunciation there, or just my inherent gremlinness? I mean, both is fair.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
Now we need to water it down a bit more. Yes, fair play. And thank you for the hydrate, Mum. I will deal with that in a moment. I've literally just loaded my brush up, so. With way too much paint as well. May have overwatered this paint. Yeah, I've definitely overwatered the paint. That's fine. We'll just tap it when there's too much there. It's fine. And when we've got a little less on there, we can go in a little further. Do a little stipple. This is all very much guesswork for me. I don't really know what I'm doing. I read a tutorial on doing non-metallic metals and did a little bit of experimentation with the colours I wanted to use. Asked a couple of friends which version they thought looked nicer and more like what I was aiming for, and then worked from there. So this is probably not the best way to do things, but it works. For me, at least. Okay. So it doesn't look great at the moment, but that's because we haven't got our highlight on there. And the thing with non-metallic metals is that you need your darkest colour to be right next to your lightest colour. That's what gives it the metallic look. That's the big trick. Yes, Mod Hail, it is. And also on the end of shoelaces, it doesn't have to be the metal bit. It could be plastic. Right, there was a hydrate from my mother, and there's also a treat for Porthos, who is being a pest out in the hallway. One treat for Porthos. Can I get him to hop into the camera? No. he's too short for that. Ready? Go get it. Thank you, Mum. Why not both? I originally meant it in reference to your inherent gremlinness, but it can also be a friendly jab at your charming. Would you call what I have a charming brogue? I'd call it a fucking garbage fire, but that's me. You've run out of coins! Oh no! That's fine, Mum. Giving Porthos treats is way more important than giving me treats. Okay, so that's my brightest colour right there. And my brightest colour is dry. So we're gonna put some water in there. Oof, claggy. And then we're gonna give the brush a wash. Oh, Torpor, thank you. It's very kind of you. You got a thing about that soon emote today, haven't you, Mum? Think it says soon. I've got a night mode and it doesn't deal well with emotes. Thank you for the treat, Torpor. Yeah, your accent is charming. Deal. Thank you very much, Model. That's very kind of you. Looks like soon to me. Getting closer to my visit. Yes, that's very true. Ah, yes, I should let everybody know. There is a possibility that I will not be speedrunning the next Sunday? Yeah, next Sunday. Because my mum is coming to visit and she's gonna spend Monday with me and then she's gonna go home, but she's coming over Sunday night. So depending on what time she gets here, because it's a bit of a drive, I might speedrun, I might not. I might finish the game early. We'll see. You've already had a treat. Fuck off. He's staring at me. He's staring at me like, you're gonna give me another treat, right? I know there's treats up there. Thank you for the treat for me. It is a green fizzy gummy bear. I really like these gummy bears. They're really good. They're from Sweet Punks. And they're not the waxy kind of gummy. Waxy, the word I'm looking for here. They're not like a shiny gummy that's really chewy. They've got a bite to them. They're kind of al dente, for want of a better description. Torpor, thank you for the treat for Porthos. They're not candy corn-esque, yeah. All hail the furry overlord. Minus the A. All hail the furry overlord. No, overlord? No. Yeah. I read it correctly before you said minus A, and then my brain was like, overlord. No, the A stays. Candy corn. Ew. Yeah. Just pastel version of corn. Yeah, they're kind of an al dente kind of texture, like al dente pasta. But they've got really strong flavors as well. And the green ones, I'm pretty sure that was lime, but it was like lemon lime rather than just lime, so it wasn't disappointing like a lime starburst is. Just really nice flavor. Okay. This is where things get difficult, because I need to make sure I've got enough paint on my brush to do what I need to do without having so much on my brush that it goes horribly, horribly wrong. Hello, Kian. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, the only way I could think to solve the problem with Stream Elements repeatedly kicking Chibi-Tan out of its own home was to just set the Stream Elements bot to be Stream Elements for a little bit. Just until we do away with it completely. I'm not going to say that too loud, I don't want it to hear. I'm going to take it out behind the sheds and shoot it. Was writing plot notes for a vampire thing awesome. You're always writing, Kian. It's wonderful. It's great that you seem to be so very inspired all the time. You've got the creative juice is really flowing. Good on you. What? No? Stream elements? You didn't hear the shotgun. That was just the toaster. Yes, the toaster. Is stream elements a landlord? If so, behind the shed is fine. Just don't spatter blood all over the daisies. Sort of. I mean, technically, Stream Elements is where Chibi Tan has been living. Oh, God.
Hello there.
Hello, Aldo. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Like, there's a couple of things that will probably stay with Stream Elements, but the bot side of things, the chat bot, will be going.
Hello there.
Hello, Buff. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm alright, thank you. Oh, yes. Now, is this from my playlist, or did someone put this in? Now, this is the consistency I wanted and the effect I wanted. Because what we can do, if we can pick out all of the details like that, we can then go back over everything with a slightly darker colour. Just to give it a bit of depth. Because you're supposed to use just like pure white for this, and I think it looks weird with this colour combo. Too much there. And of course we're going to go back over it again with some black once we're done as well. And I'm going to need a bit of green there, I think. Oh no, I fixed it. Sometimes just smudging your thumb on things will work. Ah, the thumb. Saviour of bad paint splotches. It's playing the Chaos Dwarves and the Warhammer Fantasy mod for Crusader Kings 2. Oh, cool! You having fun with it? I'd got a stream on while I was working earlier, and the streamer had been sent a video on TikTok. It was a landlord who just bought a house that was previously owned by another landlord, phoning up the tenant to tell her that he wanted to double her rent. And her getting really shitty with him because she has every fucking right to. And it just made me so angry. Like, how can these people think that they're the good guys in all of this? One of the films that inspired my vampire work is Blood Red Sky. Please watch this awesome film. It is on Netflix. I will take a look. Thank you, Kian. That's not one I've seen. One of my favourite vampire films is John Carpenter's Vampires, which I saw when I was quite young. I watched it with my mum. And that was my first John Carpenter film as well. Started a lifelong love for John Carpenter's work. Just finished watching Guyver Dark Hero, aka the second Guyver live action movie. Watched the first one yesterday. Campy fun with nice monster suits. Yeah, Guyver's pretty good. I enjoy Guyver. Also, good cast, if I recall correctly. You turned out perfect. I mean, for a given definition, I suppose. Perfectly well-adjusted individual, me. I do still watch that movie quite a lot, though. Like, I'll watch it when I'm having trouble sleeping. I will put John Carpenter's Vampires on, or Godzilla. Like, Shin Godzilla is one of my favorite films to watch when I'm having trouble sleeping, because Godzilla's roars soothe me. Yes, I know I'm strange. I just find him very relaxing. The Guyver in the second movie is David Hayter. Yes, that was what I was referring to. Motto. Thank you, Cypher, for the soothing sound. Horror stuff often produces well-adjusted people. Yeah, well, to be fair, a lot of folks who consume horror content have anxiety or depression or things like that, and they use the horror content, like I do, as a means of processing the nightmares of their everyday life in a safe and healthy environment. I know you have, because I said hello to you when you hero quested. Drawing Hexidia and Sir Demage. Lovely. Is it Demage or Damage? Damage. I'm having Shawshank Redemption flashbacks. It's Dumas. Good old Alexander Dumbass. Okay, we got a little bit too much highlight and not enough low light, so gonna try and fix that. It's really difficult because of how small this piece is to get all of the detail that I want into the colour. Like, because you're supposed to have the darkest colour right next to the lightest colour. That's what gives it the fancy look, the sheen. But doing that when you've got so many things that need to be picked out. His full name is Sir Maximilian Demage. Demage? Demage. Hammer Horror was my I must be well behaved plan when I was young, yeah. Yes, he did. What hell? Love the first Hammer Dracula film. Oh, for anyone that follows me on Twitter, did you see the thing I retweeted of Vincent Price and shit. Who was it with him? This is my problem. I'm so tired at the minute. I'm forgetting people's names. Boris Karloff, doing an adorable musical number together. Oh yeah, Christopher Lee was young once as well, Kian. It is weird though, isn't it? It's sobering to see him not in his wizard form. I didn't see that. It's so cute. Um they're singing about how they're actually really sweet, nice, friendly people, but whenever they're called upon, they take on their monster forms, as it were. But those two together performing that little number is aging goth friendship goals for me. It really is. They're so cute. Apparently, Karloff was so unwell. Like he was getting on.
Hello there.
Hello, Halo. Welcome in. Wistfully, indeed, bravo. Um, apparently he was so unwell at that point that backstage he was like he was on a ventilator and everything, and the second put foot on the stage, he was fine. He assumed his stage persona for the entirety of the performance, which is just awesome. Like, what a legend, you know? I wish I could do that. Just put all my illness to one side for long enough to do really well at something and then have a little nap. Okay, we're gonna get the psycho out. I can't do this without the psycho. It's too much faffing required. Did I miss anything? I did miss something. Christopher Lee aged 0 to 30 normally, then nothing happened for about 50 years. Then he became a wizard. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, this is going to be difficult for you folks to see because it's the only way I can do it is by I don't know what you mean. It's normal to have your joints constantly feeling like they're full of gravel and on fire, right? Right? Yeah. I mean, for me it is, Tids. So I'm with you there. Yeah, some of the stuff I'm going to be doing today is going to require me to hold the miniature at angles that are just not going to be beneficial to you guys viewing what I'm doing. If it makes you feel any better, I can't see properly either. This is too smooth and too even, but hopefully we can fix that with a little stipple of some green. So we've got all this embellishment on here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's bring the light down a little bit. That should do. Yeah. Look at all those little details on the cuff. So much to get in there. What's the matter, Porthos? What? I may actually end up using a black wash for some of the darker areas. Just because it's really difficult to get what I need out of it. Otherwise. It's his reward for killing all those fashion in World War II. Shame it didn't keep up the habit, or he would still be useful and powerful and be less fash, yeah. Oops. I complained before that I'd overwatered the black paint, and now I can't get it to go on thin enough. Typical. Careful what you wish for, folks. Hello, Primbles. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I love this tune. It's really good. It's not my favourite from this album, but it is really good. Hello, Adam. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. And Hans as well. Hello, hello. Oh, I've missed a bit with the black. That's fine. There we go. Have a homemade pizza in the oven. What is on your homemade pizza, Rocket? Okay. I'm slightly happier with that now. I think we need a little more black. The edge of the cuff here. To get the effect we're going for. And we'll put a little bit on the trim too. How are we looking there? I think we're okay here. Need a little more green though. Okay. Think we're about there. About ready for the highlights. Trying to make sure I leave a little bit of the teal so you can see what colour the armour was originally before the rust got to it and everything. Hello, Zafia. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well.
Hello there.
Oh, nice one, Prime B. Well done. Sometimes the API just drops for a second. Spotify can be a little flaky. you do get refunded for your channel point if that happens. So sometimes it's best just to give it another punt if it doesn't work. But thank you, Primeby, for doing that for Rocket. That was very kind of you. Okay. So we need to put some black on this shoulder. There are certain bits of this track that remind me of a track from, I want to say it's the Armored Core 4 Answer soundtrack. It's definitely one of the Armored Core games. And I think it's Armored Core 4 Answer. It might be one of the remix albums for it. Fair play, Brimbles. I'll stipple a little bit of black there, actually. We've lost a lot of the teal, so I'm going to go back in with a bit of teal. Just in the centres of the panel. Just here. I don't want it to be nice and even and perfect, because that is not how this works. I'm going to stipple some black onto that green as well. Just tiny little bits. I'm sorry if I'm talking too quietly for the captions to pick up sometimes. That's me focusing. Oh god, no. Cypher, why? I personally prefer the original version of that tune. Hello, Pudlord, welcome and I hope you're doing well. Yeah, to call what Shatner does on that album singing is, one, to do a disservice to singers the world over, no matter their quality, and two, what's up, Porthos? Why are you whining at me? Two, massively overinflates the amount of effort he's putting in my opinion. Halo, thank you for the treat for Porthos. I think maybe he needs to go out. But I'm going to see if I can get the shoulder plates done at the very least. We've almost finished the cuff as well, so I'll get the shoulder plates and the cuff done. His cover of Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds is something to behold. I mean, do we have to? Do we have to behold it? Can we just pretend it never happened? We'll go with the insane detail for this. So we're not going to use the psycho for the rest of this, because I need something with a bit more... bit more to it. There was a dog hair caught in his shoulder pad and it was really pissing me off. The joys of being a hobbyist with a pet. There is no moisture on this brush, which is good for me, but also not great because it's such a small brush. Hang on. There we go. Got the dog hair finally. Because it's such a small brush, the paint on it tends to dry out really quickly. And your options are reload the brush regularly or overload the brush. 3 guesses which one of those we don't want to do. It is a bit of a chore to keep it how you need it. But worth it, I think. It was Halo that put this in. Good taste. Leonard Nimoy was so cool. Been thinking a lot about Mars today. Oh, specifically the trope of ancient ruined Mars. Ooh, that's fair. Anything sparked that, or just one of those random thoughts that spiraled into something more? Punctuation is friend, indeed. Nemesis voice. Mars. Yep. That is the best Nemi voice I can do. I'm sorry, it's not very good. I feel like Nemi has a voice like somebody that's got a really bad case of reflux. Like it's mostly acid. Quick, get Porthos up here, see if he can do one. I don't think he'll stay still for long enough to demonstrate if he can. But considering how high-pitched his awoos are when he's asleep, I doubt it somehow. Hello, Nikki. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Let's really heavily water this down. See if it'll behave itself then. And we'll deload the brush a little bit because there's way too much on there. Oh boy, still too much on that. Panic stations. Fix the mess. Fix the mess. There we go. That'll do. Eating attempt 3 at porridge, it keeps exploding. Oh no. Well, I hope this one doesn't explode. I mean, I suppose seeing as you're eating it, it probably hasn't exploded. If it's exploding whilst you're eating it, that's an entirely different kind of porridge-related problem. There we go. Much better. And we're definitely going to have to go over that bit again because I've scuppered it a bit, but the back looks nice. Hate to watch you go, Flower Knight. Love to watch you walk away, because at least I didn't fuck up the painting on your back. Explosive porridge, that sounds like a CIA attempt on castrate, doesn't it? Now that you mention it. Really good soundtracks on these games. Like, I know I say that every time someone puts some CNC music in, but it's good music. Oh, golden syrup and cranberries. A day of arguing with the doctors. Oh, Nikki, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it was at least productive in the end. Like, you managed to beat them into submission, for want of a better description. Might have to do my own injections at this rate. Oh, fuck, really? Is that something you're willing and able to do? I mean, if you don't have to answer that, but like, if it is, then it's not so bad. If they're telling you that you've got to do your own injections and like you literally cannot for whatever reason, then that's extra shitty of them. They shouldn't be arguing the toss with you either way round, you know? But private gender clinic and jobs with GP. Ah, yes, a tale as old as time, unfortunately, from what I hear. I hope you managed to get it all sorted. Star Control 2 had a great soundtrack, but it's not on any streaming service. Really, Soup. Is it abandonware now? Is that why? Gonna put some teal back into this cuff before we finish it. Because there's bugger all left, and we've got this lovely open space here that could be teal. There we go. Get a bit in there, a bit in there. That's better. Try and get a little bit more highlight there, because we've got a lot of black in a really small space, which looks wrong. Go. But the back looks fine. The back looks really good. The front just looks a bit iffy. Maybe this will be easier on the other cuff. Oops, sorry, punching the camera. With the paintbrush, no less. Beating the devil out of it. It's sort of abandonware. Developers released a source code a few years back, and there's some very good people who've modded the game to run on modern PCs with shinier graphics and remixed sound. Oh, that's really cool. They're on GOG. Awesome. GOG does tend to get a lot of abandonware. Or ex-abandonware, as the case may be. Mods are cool. Yes, they are. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. The cuff's not perfect. Hang on. There you go. Now he's in focus for you.
Damn right, hobby.
That made me jump then. I hear that sound command so rarely that I forget it's there, and it makes me jump when I hear it. I mean, both tids. My mods are definitely awesome. I love you lot. I think you're fab. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. What we do need to do, though, because these weren't here originally when I painted everything else on the armor, is put some shadows in up here. Oh, God. Did somebody pay him to do this? Or did he pay to do this? I mean, people have bought the album, so people have paid him for it since, but you know what I mean. There we go. Now there's a bit of cohesion between the pads, the shoulder pads, and the rest of the armor. Creation gave us art and we did this. Yep. Is that the music or this? Because fair either way. He's just speaking. Yep. We're all paying for this. One shot per badly timed pause. Here we fucking go. Oh, don't, Tids. You'll die before we get halfway through. It only takes stuff from Spotify, I'm afraid, Soup. I did put that in the text for it, but we had some jukebox issues, and I think it may have deleted all the text. All of his musical stuff is spoken, yep. Okay, I'm going to put the night down for a moment. Happy Stabber Dictator Day, indeed. It is the Ides of March today. Right. He's gone to sleep under my desk. Patient boy. Good boy. Okay. I will be right back. I will leave you with the musical stylings of Mr. Shatner. And some clips. And I'm gonna let the boy out. I'll be right back. Enjoy. This is an awkward song to be listening to when I'm introducing the dog. It's Unchained. You're also evil. What didn't? Slow chose this. He has to live with his decision. Yes. Happy Squig. Very happy Squig. This is so cool. Oh yeah. Just gonna. She's watching a fucking horror movie. I love her. I love her so much. It's like, oh no, my friend, I must save you. Oh, that was fucking great. Oh, you came back. I thought you were being fucking murdered. We'll just have a quick jog over here. Oh, too far. No. Oh, shit! I'm so sorry! Oh, I accidentally punched a gnome to death. I'm gonna give you a proper burial. In the appropriate place. I am so sorry. Oh. Let's find a nice tree to bury the bones under. So I can hide my shame. We'll put them here. I'm sorry, little gnome. Because I want to fucking vibe to this. This is wicked. This is so cool. And that was a really good fight as well. That was a really good boss. Yeah, me too, RNG. It's a fucking brilliant game. Like, there are little things about it that really irk me, but the whole game is just so good. I can't stay mad at it. Hi everyone, I'm back. No more clips. But now a good version of this song. Thank you, tits. I'm knackered already. I'm supposed to be doing another 40 minutes. I'm so tired. It's been a long week so far. And yes, I know, but hobby, it's Wednesday. Thank you, everyone. Now with 50% more singing. It's true. Yes, Tids, it's only fucking Wednesday. I don't think Jarvis Cocker comes off as good as he thinks he does in this song. No, me either. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how he looks. There we go. So we've got a little strap here that needs painting. We want to paint that teal. Not that bit though, because that's all goopy and gross. As is that bit. Oh my god, what is up with my paint all of a sudden? Come on. Oh. Ah, so it's the common people hour. I see. I know it's generally considered bad to be proud of your own stuff. And I know I've said something similar when talking about my miniature, but I'm genuinely quite proud of my little bits of fluff text for the jukebox. Like, I sat and thought about the right way to phrase things for a proper. If this was a real jukebox in a real bar, how would you describe that? Nah, sod that. If you got a horn, doot that bastard. Doot! Okay, I'm gonna have to get the doot skeleton and make like a pride alert that isn't like a LGBTQ pride, but like a I am proud of this thing, I'm gonna doot my horn. Take pride in your work. I try to. I'm a lot happier with my painting than I used to be. That's for sure. I'm much more comfortable taking pride in that now. I'm having problems with it right now. Oh my god. Okay, we're going back to the psycho.
Hello there.
Hey, Birdie. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Not up for much chatting, so gonna lurk and enjoy your company. No worries at all. I hope you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. Your silent patronage is appreciated. Eep, there we go. And I hope you're doing okay.
Get nice and moist for me, won't you?
Thank you for the hydrate. No idea who that was. I'll check in a moment. Actually making progress on this little strap and I want to get it done. So I'm just going to keep at it until it's done. And then I will hydrate. It was Modhail. Thank you, Modhail. Found a moment to look up then. I love this song. Like, I love the movie that it's from, so that helps, but. Uh-oh. Oh no. I got it where I wasn't supposed to. And my yellows have all dried up. So I can't cover it up. But it's okay, because we're going to put flowers on the back of the train anyway. So I'm just going to put a flower there. And then nobody will know about it but us. Be our little secret. Right, streamer maintenance. We have a stretch. We have a posture check, which is difficult to do when you're painting, got to admit, and a hydrate. Thank you very much, Modhale. And as Modhale has said, it's mandatory for me to do this, but it's highly encouraged that you join in. You got to keep that meat maker maintained, my fine folks. Okay. So now what we want to do is we want to get a brush I don't care about quite so much. Actually, I'm going to wash this first because I've reached the age where my knees hurt when they are bent for too long. I'm 23. Yep. Welcome to the club, Kian. I'd say we have t-shirts, but we're too tired to print them. 23 was roughly when everything kicked off for me. So, yeah. I know exactly how you feel. We have t-shirts, we don't have knee braces. Yeah. I don't know where my knee brace has gone, and my right knee is so fucked right now. I'm really annoyed. I want my knee brace. I also want my glasses to sit on my face properly. There we go. Nope. Yes, there we go. You know what? It's supposed to be a strap. It looks like a strap, but I'm gonna go back over it with the green because I don't think it looks right. I think it looks weird. See, now this is music. Because at least Nimoy tried. Yeah, that looks better. I mean, it's going to get covered up with flowers anyway, so it doesn't matter if it's not perfect. Nimoy always tried. Yeah, exactly. Did the vibing work then? Because I can't remember if I set things up on here. And I've, This is vaguely fucking tuneful. Don't think I saw it. Okay, give me a second. That's my fault. I will replay that for you in a moment. I can remember where I put it. Oh god. Okay. That should be in there now. And there you go. Uno happy cat. This is up there with Star Trekking. Oh god, Tids, why? Why? Okay, we actually need some different colours from the same sort of 4 colours. Well, the same three colours that we've been using. Now, because we're gonna add some texture to the leaves on his bustle. We need greens for that. Now, thankfully, I reorganized, not that you can tell because it's blurry, I reorganized all my paints so I know where my only other green is. Can you believe I, as a squig painter, only have one red and only have one green? Well, I have two greens, but like I have nothing in between the dark green that came with a random paint set and the light green that came with the same random paint set. I've got no other greens. I've got a fuck ton of blues and purples. Heck, I've even got a few yellows. But my reds and my greens, nah. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the standard brush. I keep forgetting that the camera's actually higher up than it looks from this side. We're going to water this green down. I've only put a tiny little splodge on the palette, just so we can test it, really. Also, because we don't have a lot of space left on the palette. Going to take quite a lot of it off of the brush, so there's only a little bit left on it. See? And then I'm going to brush downwards. And across a little bit, I think. Yeah. I want to go across. So we're not really dry brushing because it's not dry. It's very definitely not dry. And I've thinned it out so much that it's essentially a wash at this point. I'm gonna bring the camera down so that I can sit more comfortably. Bring it down a bit more if I can. There we go. Because I'm holding it all the way down here and I know you folks can't see that properly. Get some more light on it too. Want a little bit of the light there, just to give it some depth. Now I'm going to take some of the lighter green, which is called orc skin. Forgot to tell you folks that before. And a little bit of Don't Sue Us green. A very tiny bit of Don't Sue Us green. A little pot of peeled orc. I'm going to mix those two together. I put too much Don't Sue Us green on the palette, so take some of the orc flesh from orc skin even from earlier. There we go. That should be better. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to take some of that off of my brush so we've got much less on there. Now this is more like dry brushing because I haven't watered this down anywhere near as much. I say this a lot when I'm painting more natural things, but we'll bring this back up a little bit because I'm now too far down. It's better. Yeah, we're looking okay. One thing I really like about painting these more natural things is that they're not consistent, they're not even. Like, leaves aren't going to be the same shade of green all the way across. Yes, Kian, I think it is. Do I want to put a little bit of yellow in there? I think I do. Like a tiny little bit of yellow. Tiny little bit. So we use a little bit of golden yellow, which is an older Citadel paint that I've transferred to a dropper bottle and pre-thinned. This is also the yellow that's given us some of the darker bits of his clothes. Take a tiny drop of that on my brush and just mix up a really little bit of sort of yellowy green using the palest green that I've got. There we go. I'm not going to put this everywhere. I'm actually going to take some more off the brush because there's too much. It's better. Just going to put this on a few bits of the leaves. There we go. You can see now. Not necessarily just the tips either. Hello, Zoe. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Who are you painting? This is the Flower Knight. It's a Kingdom Death monster miniature. This version was from prior to Kingdom Death Monster being released. It's the original run of the Flower Knight that you could buy on the Kingdom Death store. He's slightly smaller than the version of the Flower Knight that ended up in the board game. I'm going to make that leaf there a lot greener, and we're going to do the same with a couple of these ones on the underside here, I think. We'll go lots of this yellowy green there. We don't want it to be even and tidy, because it wouldn't be in real life. Leaves don't work like that. Nothing really works like that. Nothing is even and tidy, unless it's been forced to be even and tidy. It's like telling me to sit straight. It's never gonna fucking happen. Unless I'm forced to. There we go. I think we've got lots of nice detail and texture on those leaves now. I'll put a little bit up here, actually, because it seems like I've completely missed that bit of leaf with any colour other than the dark green at the very beginning. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Let's get you a little bit more light so you can see that better. There we go. Doesn't that look nice? Thank you very much, Zoe. That's very kind of you to say. I'm quite happy with how he's turned out. I've never painted something like this before. I've never used these techniques before, so it's all new. It's all practice. But I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm happy with the outcome so far. I have curry. What kind of curry? Tell me more. Playing Marvel Snap. Ooh. Are you enjoying that, Podlord? I keep hearing people talk about it and I'm tempted, but I can't sit straight. I can sit very queer though. Yeah, same. Hobby happy hour is so relaxing. Oh, Halo, thank you. I'm so glad. I don't know what it's called. That's okay, Prime B. Has potato, it's very spicy and has chickpeas and oh, that sounds really good. I could go for a potato curry. I had Spanish chicken. Lovely. I'm gonna have fish in sauce tonight, I think, with some veggies. Potato makes things better. Yes, it does. I will actually probably have potato with my fish. Really enjoy it. It massages my specific brainworms. Really? I'll have to take a look then. Okay. Now, I could start painting one of the other components, one of the little fiddly components. But you know, what I really want to do is put some flowers on him. And it's like 22, so I am due to finish up soon. And I need to because I am quite hungry. I've had a very, very tiring day that has resulted in me needing to eat something, if you know what I mean. So I think, yeah, I think we're gonna do some flowers. So I'll just close my wet palette up so that the paints potatoes, boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Yes. There is a version of that in my regular rotation playlist for these streams. Just so as you folks know. That somebody put into the playlist one day, and I was just like, yeah, I'm keeping that for later. It's like a lo-fi version of it. I generally don't go in for the meme songs and the shitposty songs on the jukebox, but that one I made an exception for, because I like potatoes. Oh, who put Wallace and Gromit in? Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little secret now. I spent most of yesterday after work scouring the internet for Wallace and Gromit sound files because I wanted to get a couple of Wallace and Gromit sound files to use for the treats for Porthos and the treats for me. Could not find what I wanted anywhere, but I did spend most of the evening listening to Cracking Chuck. Hello, Sinister. Welcome in. I did end up spending most of the evening listening to the Wallace and Gromit theme tune. Amazingly, Prime B, no. There was, I do like a bit of Gorgonzola, but that was it. And, like, I do, but so many better options and they just don't exist on the internet, apparently. It's disgusting. If anybody is qualified to sing this song, it's these guys. Nothing from the Wallace and Gromit game, no. However, I have a tool that will allow me to fix that. And I figure that's how other people get Wallace and Gromit sound alerts now. Because somebody, some awesome person, built a tool that can just strip sounds from old Telltale games up to, I think, The Walking Dead, like just before the first Walking Dead. It can strip anything out of any of them, so including Sam and Max and stuff like that. It could probably get me a clean version of the "Hey Max, do you want to pet the unicorn?" line. It used to be a Wallace and Gromit thing with sounds and shortcut icons and stuff like that. Really, Soup? I have not found that in my hunt. 30 seconds in and it's already better than Shatner. Yeah, well, that's not difficult, is it? Okay. So we're going to have to make some camera and... Oh, oops. That is a entire pot of toothpicks on the carpet, upside down, all over the floor. There we go. Camera fixed. That should be alright. Move the microphone because I'm going to have to lean in for this. There we go. Got it for Christmas. Let's have a look. A fun pack. Well, that's neat. Bring your PC to life. Oh my god. No, I think I had this as a kid. That rings a bell. Pity I don't have a disk drive anymore. Seeing as disk drives are a thing that just don't happen to computers anymore, apparently. Fuck. I'm just gonna pick up some of these toothpicks so the dog doesn't step on them and hurt himself. That'll do. Because most of them have gone into my tech stuff drawer, but a few of them were just like in the doorway. I was really worried he was going to hurt himself on them. So, I didn't think this through. Flowers. These are from a nail art kit, I think. Well, they might have come with one of my sealing wax kits. Okay, the microphone has to come back here. Let me try that again. Or they came with one of my sealing wax kits. There we go. Can't get them out of the zippy bag. Excuse me a second, folks. Ah, teeth. Nature's scissors. Okay. So, I am going to have to bring the camera back out a little bit. Because he's going to be here, I think. No, he's not. He's going to be there. So we've got some nice little pink ones. We've got them in 2 different shades, but I think I'm going to go for the pale pink. Maybe a bit of both. Oh, tids. That were awful. I'm trying to decide if I want to go for some of each. I think maybe not the blue. But maybe the light green, or maybe some of the cream. So I have 3 different colours of flowers. But I don't know. What do you folks think? Definitely some of the pink ones. I think the paler pink would fit nicely. Yeah, me too. But should I have any other colours or just the paler pink? So we're going to put flowers on his bustle and trailing down his train and into the ground. The creamy yellow ones, yeah. I think that'd look quite nice. Okay. So we'll leave the very bright colours out. Putting flowers on that booty, yes we are. We are adorning the booty as is only right and proper. Ooh, yeah, could do. I like that, tits. Okay. Now I've got to get the little lids open. This is going to be really difficult. Perfumed bum. Indeed. Scented posterior. Pink against cream will look good. Yeah, I hope so. I need my tweezers for this. Question is, can I find them in all my other shit? Yes, I can. Here we go. Now, I don't know how quickly these are gonna... Floral farts! Bravo, that one really got me. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do, because these are quite flat, is... Oh, God, no, they break. Okay. I was hoping I could sort of press them in on themselves, but these are actual flowers that have been dried. I thought they were fake. Okay, so this may not work how I intended. God, they're so tiny. Look. So small. And now my desk is covered in tiny flowers. Shit. Okay. Plan B. Because I still want to adorn his butt with flowers. What have we got in here? This is all tufts, isn't it? I think I used all my flower tufts. I am going to want these out later. So the idea that I came up with for this guy, is that he is bringing spring with him. So the reason his base looks the way it does is because it's going to be covered in snow. I'm going to have some little snow tufts on it as well, so we'll keep those out for now. Just looking to see if I've got any flower tufts left, because they might be able to salvage this. I've only got yellow flower tufts. And they're all quite big. Yeah, I don't think they'll work. They're too much. Okay. So, other option is these. But they're a little big as well. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just very carefully apply these. There's a single flower, look. Tiny little flower. To be honest with you, that actually look quite nice just as singular flowers anyway. Okay, no, I think we can make this work. Just sitting here holding this flower in the tweezers, thinking about where my glue is. I'm gonna put that there. Okay, no, I'm not. It's stuck. I'm gonna put the tweezers down and go and get my craft glue, which is on the other side of the room, so I'll be right back. I have been sat down for too long. That hurt. Oh, you bugger. Ow. Getting old is not fun, folks. Oh. Haha, I fooled you, bot. Take care, tidders. Thank you for being here today. It's been lovely to have you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Just say no to aging. I wish I fucking could, Halo. Seriously, my hips just went, why? Then. Awful. Okay. So, I'm going to pretend that this was intentional, but I left a Amazon envelope on the floor next to my chair. And I've got two different kinds of glue. I picked both of them up for a specific reason. Hide my shame. We'll put them here. Oh shit, I forgot about that. We got clips on this screen and that's a problem. I'm sorry, little gnome. George Stubber, thank you very much for the follow. We'll just mute that. So, I have Army Painter Battlefield Basing Glue. Easier to show you on this screen, you see. Which is PVA glue. I also have White Craft Glue, which is PVA glue. One of these things cost more than the other, because one of these things is branded. I got this in a like £2 kids craft set from Asda. Walmart, for those in the States. It's the same fucking thing. It's just not branded. The only reason I've got the branded glue is because it came with a basing kit that had a bunch of like wood chippings and stuff like that I wanted. And the glue came free. Don't waste your money on expensive branded hobbying glue if you don't have to. Like, of all the things that you can spend money on in this hobby, doesn't have to be glue. Trying out Evil Genius, the first one, Sinister. I really like the first Evil Genius game. I'm just very bad at it. Asda isn't actually owned by Walmart anymore. Oh, really? I did not know that. A couple of years back they got bought. Oh, I did not know that. I thought they still had the Walmart thingy on their, like when you... underneath their, Asda, a Walmart company. But I've not been to an Asda in... Well, I have been to an Asda recently, but I don't pay that much attention to the sign. Ah, I see. Thank you, Prime Bee. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still the closest thing to an Asda that you get in the States. But... So, toothpick. No, toothpick. A little bit of glue on the end. Dab a little bit of glue where you want the flower. Poke it around till it's in place. And we're going to wait till it sets and then we're going to pull the stem off. Because these are so flat, what I'm going to try and do is layer them up a little bit. And I've just discovered if I tap the centre of the ceiling kit, of like the bunch of flowers, they sort of break apart fairly easily. Not perfectly, but good enough. Shit. I think I broke this one. Yeah, I did. Okay, no, that didn't work. These are very delicate, so it is quite difficult. But I think with a bit of patience, I can get this done. need to be very careful about how I do this. So I'm going to wait until they're nice and set, and then I'll pull the stems off. So if I try and do it beforehand, it's not going to go well. Put it that way. Oh, that one said no. I'm going to put a tiny dab of glue on top of them as well to sort of soak them into place. A bit like a papier-mâché. And that one's come loose, which is fine. Oh, hello, Lynn. Welcome in. Sorry, I was fighting with some flowers. I hope you're doing well. I'm in the States till next Wednesday. I'm sad to be leaving, but it gives potential to visit friends, so I suppose it's worth it, considering once having moved over to America, going to community college and attempting to become a medical lab tech like my wife. Oh, that's wonderful, Lynn. That is awesome. Good for you. Which makes me giggle that Aldi is actually two nearly entirely separate companies. What, Prime B? Song with the flower arranging is a brilliant combo. I'm glad you feel that way. I am this close to just tipping flower petals. Aldi Nord and Aldi Sud. I did not know that. Did not know that. Learn something new every day. One of my favourite things about this channel, we're always teaching each other stuff. No, that one does not want to move. I think that one exploded. One totally exploded. And now I can't get it off my tweezers. The only problem with having to wait until this dries is that I cannot really get on with things with those bits of stick there. So I'm going to try and carefully trim them off with the snips, just so they're out of the way. Oh, these are my broken snips, they won't work. Oh. Look at that. I'm missing a huge chunk out of the tip. Oh. But that's okay. I have quite a few pairs of these because they were cheap. Got them on Wish. And they cost me $2.99 for 12 pairs, I think it was. There we go. I wish these weren't so brittle. The transition was horrible. That's what I'd really like to do is sort of bunch them together and then just... But I can't. What I am gonna do though... I'm gonna try very, very hard to move all of the full pieces out of the little tub and just leave all the loose petals. And then I'm going to scrape some of the other loose petals that I've accidentally made into the pot. So we've got a few. Gonna take my toothpick with glue on it. I'm gonna try and run the glue along some of the fabric. God, this is horrifying. Tid's fucked off at the perfect time. Okay, I'm gonna make a huge mess in my office. Oh, that's a huge bit. We don't want that. Take some of the excess off. Oh, sorry, punched the microphone. So what I'm gonna do is, if it'll let me, slide these under so you can't see the connection anymore. There we go. And then I'll glue those in place by putting a little bit of glue. Oh, hello, Dee. No worries, Pudlord. You take care. Thank you so much for being here. It's been lovely to have you. Letting anyone in these days. Who's that? Sorry. Who are we picking on today, Dee? Ah, I see. Halo is one of our lovely regulars. One of our many lovely regulars. Yeah, I think that'll work. I'm probably gonna scuff it all when I actually put the glue in place, but... We love Halo. Yes, we do. Ooh. go. Yeah, I thought this might happen. Second I actually try and glue anything in place, it just collapses. This might actually work out better though, because it's sort of half collapsed, half stuck. So I might be able to do something with that. So what I'm thinking is, if I can stack them high enough, it's almost like his train is turning into flowers the further down it gets. So we'll have more flowers at the bottom than at the top. All Castlevania content in Dead Cells is conquered. Very good, out of 10. I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you had fun with it. For a given definition of fun that you can provide, because I know what you're like when I say something's fun. Don't have to worry too much about the glue because it will dry clear. The beauty of white craft glue. I wish these wouldn't explode quite so much. Ooh. My desk is covered in flowers. Oh, that one didn't want to stick. Need more glue. Once I've got these in place, I'll probably finish up there because I'm really hungry. Come on. In you go. I think I may have just got glue on my camera. There we go. I've still got to add some pink ones on, but I'll probably wait until the white ones have dried to do that. Considering how literally flaky they are. Actually, I'm going to use petals and stuff getting stuck to the toothpick to my advantage. Aha! You thought you'd bested me. You have not. Take that, tiny flowers. Get rid of this one. There we go. What's our queue looking like? Okay, our queue's not too long. Good. May not have enough glue left on the toothpick now. Yeah, no. Time for a little bit more glue. I'm sorry you don't get to see like the glue palette, as it were, on my lap, but I think face cam is enough. You don't need lap cam as well. You arguably don't need the face cam either. Mm. Oops. About laps. Oh, fuck's sake. Thanks, D. I'm gonna need to explode some flowers. Apparently stick stuff to myself as well, great. Just making a mess now. There we go. There we go. Right. I think I could probably get away with putting a couple of pink embellishments on there now, seeing as I've figured out a new way of doing this that doesn't involve poking the miniature with the tweezers quite so much. So doing stuff like this is always fun because it's an experiment. I never know quite how it's going to turn out. Mm. I don't want too much pink, and I don't want too much pink in the same place. Because we're going to be using a fairly small amount of the pink flowers in comparison to the cream flowers. Kind of want them to be spread out a bit more. Okay. I think that went into the cream flower pile. I don't see it, but I think it was there. Yeah, my desk is just covered in flowers now. For those that saw the GW teaser with a Tyranid eye reflecting a Terminator on Twitter, apparently Facebook got the reverse with a Terminator reflecting a Tyranid. Oh, neat. Aren't they getting people to guess what it's for as well? Like, fuck the rumor engine, we'll just make the community do the heavy lifting for us. Which, you know, props to them. Community always does the heavy lifting anyway, so it doesn't hurt. There you go. Come on. Come off. I'm aware I just said basically two opposite things there. Come on. Toothpick can't be that comfy. There we go. That's a really big flower. These ones just do not want to come off the toothpick. Mm. Too much. Still too much. That will do. Oops, it exploded. Come on. No. Good craft glue. Oh, I broke it. That was too rough. Try again. It's fine. Really struggling to find the right shaped flower. I think this one should do. Oh, it lost half its petals. That's unfortunate. Trying so hard not to break them, but they're so fragile. You know what? I'm gonna take this one off of my desk. Put it here. To let me. There we go. It is a really good cover, isn't it, Mod? Okay. I think we might be good. He's got quite a lot of petals on him, which works for what I was aiming for. But I don't want to go too overboard, you know? I'd like to get a little bit of pink over on the left there. I'm going to try for that. Oh, fuck. I keep breaking them. Ah, that's not broken. That might be okay. That's better. That feels much better. Nobody, Cyborg. This is from my playlist. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Got most of the Paprika soundtrack in my playlist. It's just that I don't often get to hear it because there's so many other things in there, and during streams, people tend to keep things in the jukebox, so my stuff doesn't come up very often. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I hope you can have a good long rest now. Hopefully you're not back at it tomorrow. I think if I do the butterfly, the sort of pale pink, talking about the butterfly, and I've not actually shown anybody the butterfly this week, so let's me just clean up the flowers on my desk. There we go. I mean, there's still flowers all over my desk, but there's less flowers on my desk now. In at 7 tomorrow. Oof. Then you definitely need to get some rest under you. Because that's not going to be fun. Oh, God. Look at the state of this. Look at all that. All I can do to clean that up is sweep it onto the floor and then vacuum. It's disgusting. It's completely unacceptable. Okay, where was I? I was here. So there's a couple of bits I'll need to trim off of the edge there. Get rid of that flower. And obviously I've put all this down and glued it in place, but I've not painted the base yet, which was probably a silly thing to do, but I'll work with it. I can make it work. Butterfly. I was going to show you the butterfly. Not on there. See this right here? This tiny little piece in between the bit of vine here. This here is a butterfly that goes on the tip of his finger. I'm dreading it. Oh, you bugger. MK, thank you so much for trusting me with your community. Welcome on in, everyone. I was actually just about to start finishing up, but I can't do that to a raid. So, welcome on in, everybody. If you've not been here before, hi, I'm Hobby Tan. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. And tonight we have been working on one of my Kingdom Death miniatures. This is the Flower Knight. Let's get you a better view of him. He is one of the minis I've owned for the longest. I've never been brave enough to paint him until this year. Well, last year technically. But we're making a little diorama out of him. He's nearly finished, as you can see. I've only got like little bits left to do. But tonight we've finished off his shoulders. We've done his cuff. We've added some depth to his bustle, which is made of leaves. And we've added some actual dried flowers onto his train, which you can't see very clearly because it's very bright. There we go. We'll backlight him for a moment. So he's got all these flowers sort of cascading down his train. I need to add more and sort of bulk it up around the bottom to really give it that look, but I can't right now because they're still wet. So I'll have to wait until they've all dried before I can add any more, because they're very, very delicate and they keep exploding and my desk is covered in flowers. I see the Flower Knight as non-binary, and you are welcome to do so, Cyborg. There is no reference to the Flower Knight's gender, or even if there's anything in the armor in the lore. So you can see them as what you will. But yeah, I think what I'll do, seeing as we've had some folks in, that is intricate. Oh, thank you. This is the most complicated thing I've ever painted. Did you make the flowers? No, I didn't. The flowers came in a sealing wax kit that I bought a while back. A lot of folks use stuff from nail art kits as well. Oh, they are very definitely not a friend, Cyborg. That much is definitely clear from the lore. You have to fight them. Like with all the Order Knights in Kingdom Death, the Flower Knight comes to kill you as part of the campaign. And you can actually make armor out of the Flower Knight's armor for your survivors. So what we'll do is we'll actually get some paint on the base, because that means I don't have to move the mini. This is supposed to be a snowy scene, so we actually we're going to use a bit of spaceship exterior. And where is my white? And a little bit of Nova White. Hang on. Nova White. Oh, shit. That's my boom just disconnecting itself from my desk for no apparent reason. Like, I've not been moving it that much. I'll just fuck around with the camera a bit. There we go. So we'll start with the spaceship exterior, which is basically like a really, really pale grey. You mind if I... Oh. Yeah. If I do that, you might be able to just tell the difference. It's really difficult to show these kind of things off on stream. There we go. So you can just sort of see the spaceship exterior is this sort of off-white colour. A little bit of black in there. I've put my wet palette back to front, and it's weird. So the idea I came up with for this diorama is that the Flower Knight is bringing spring with every step. So we go for a snowy base. And it's going to be more snowy right up at the front where he's not stepped yet. And less snowy at the back. So I've got some snow tufts as well. These are like pre-made little bits of snowy grass. And we'll put probably just the one of those at the front. Probably over here somewhere, just so that we're not putting too much stuff on this side. I'm not going to be very tidy about it either, because this is all going to get covered in snow flock. So really, the only purpose of putting the whites on is so that when the snow flock doesn't cover everything, it still looks snowy underneath. Oh, this is just my playlist, so I'm going to skip this because it's not a very cheerful song. Oh no. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. I'll leave this on. This is a different kind of sad song, so I'm more okay with this. Like I love Gym Class Heroes, I really do, but I don't think some of their songs are suitable for us to be listening to on what is supposed to be a nice chill evening stream. If anybody does want to put anything in the jukebox, feel free to do so. It's a single channel point, and it will take anything from Spotify. Just put the name of the artist and the song, or you can paste a direct link to the track. It does have to be the track, not the album. Realised I was playing Daniel Johnston in the middle of a boss fight earlier. It was not the mood. Yeah, that's fair. So what I'm probably going to do after I've put white on everything is then go back and put a little bit of brown over here. Like at the back. I'm forever appreciative of this painting handle though, because it is literally just turning for me at the moment. Little bit of a prod and it turns for me, so I don't have to fuck about. Just get on. Nice. Yeah, this is where things are going to get interesting. Because I should not have put all these flowers on before I painted. It was very silly of me. But I'm going to make it work. So we've got a damaged shield on the ground here as well. Haven't really decided why that's there. Like, he's got a sword in this hand that he just sort of drags across the floor, which is just not a clever way to use a sword. But this shield's been here for a very long time, it would seem. It's covered in dirt. It's very badly cracked. We can only wonder where its owner went. I think my favourite thing about this miniature is still always going to be the little mushrooms that I painted. Hang on. There you go. Like the tree stump and the little mushrooms that I painted. Thank you again, Mod Hale, for the little mushrooms. I know they weren't originally intended for this project, but they've come in so handy for it. And I think they've given a really nice bit of character to the tree stump. And allowed me to cover up the fact that I filed off a face that was on the side of the tree stump because the tree stump was from a horror set. And I didn't want that on there. Sorry, I'm waiting for the now playing to update and it's not, so. Oh, okay. I wondered who it was. Bit of throat singing's always good. We get some wonderfully eclectic music in the jukebox here, and I really do appreciate it. I adore it. It's always nice to discover new music, thanks to you folks. There we go. So we've got some very messily applied spaceship exterior on there. They were intended to be sent to you to use as you saw fit, so they're serving their intended purpose. Fair enough. Thank you, Modhel. Nope, that's the wrong one. Where has the one that was on my leg gone? I've lost my little leg cloth, everybody. Ah, there it is. It's on the floor. Ugh. What is everyone's boss attack style? I don't know. I don't know what my boss attack style would be. I'm just going to use a little bit of the Nova White. Again, not going to be too tidy about it. Because all this is getting covered anyway. I've missed a massive chunk between his legs there. We'll catch that in now. I really shouldn't have gotten so eager with the flowers. I should have done this first. And I knew I should have done. But I didn't want to. I'm paying for it now. Sometimes the right thing is not the thing you want to do, but it's the thing you should do. Where did I put his bell jar? I ended up putting his bell jar somewhere out of the way because Slow and Porthos kept running through my office when they were playing together and, like, knocking everything over just by being too rough. And, my bell jar nearly took the fall one day, as it were. I'm just alternating between the two paints now to catch in any areas that I've missed. I know you probably won't be able to see that on camera because there's a tree stump in the way. I'm sorry about that. There we go. There we go. We'll put those flowers back later. It's fine. There we go. So that's the snowy basis sorted. Now we want a brown. I want a fairly dark brown, I think. Yeah, yeah. So we're going to go with Scorched Brown. This is an old Citadel Brown, which probably goes by a different name now. And this will make the black bits underneath the flowers a little less noticeable as well. Because black to brown is a much smaller transition than black to white. We can assume that he probably walked over here. I'm actually not going to worry too much about getting all of this covered. Because again, I've got like actual preserved dirt that's going to go on some parts of the base. Pulling out all the fancy shit for this. He's getting the special treatment. Yeah, we'll go up to the tree stump. Let's say he's got a bit of an aura to him. He's got an area of effect, this guy. So there'll still be snow this side, but here he's made everything bloom. Feels kind of appropriate to be doing this at this time of year. You know, we're about to change the clocks the next couple of weeks. It's been a lot of snow and a lot of sunshine. As winter and spring sort of battle it out. What's the easiest way to get to that bit? Here, I think. Yeah. I'll actually leave a little bit of the snow there under his foot on that side.
Hello there.
Oh, for goodness sake, Stream Elements. Thank you, Torpor. I thought I'd turned that off, but with everything else being bought tonight, I'm not surprised that Stream Elements is doing its own thing too. I mean, I suppose it could be argued that watching me paint needs a content warning against it anyway. And we have had William Shatner playing in the jukebox. Oh, I am well aware, Torpor, believe me. Working for an American company does that to you. Trying to arrange meetings with people this week has just been a fucking nightmare. It's part of the reason I'm so damn tired. It's just like... Oh, fuck off, D. You ain't trying that one on me. I know what you're up to. Cheeky shit. Nice try, though. Okay, I think that'll do. No, no. A little bit of snow there that shouldn't be there anymore. I love the way he's posed as well, like the walk. This dude has got swagger. He's very sure of himself, clearly. There we go. It looks like he's had a horrible chocolate spread accident at the moment, but we'll get round to that later. It won't look like that once it's got actual basing materials on it. I am going to have to finish up soon. I'm really hungry. Let's go for the paler snowy grass. These are slightly bigger, I think. Oh no, they're the same size. Okay. So we'll go for... We'll take this one. If we can. Come on, off you come. Yeah, I think that looks good. So we don't, like I said, we don't want to put too much on the base because there's a lot going on already. But that looks nice. And then we'll get some snow around here and we'll get some dirt there and it will look good. I think. I hope. It may look terrible, but hopefully not. Normally you'd wait until you'd finished painting and assembling the miniature to do the base. But once his sword's on, I won't be able to get to here properly anyway. So we're going to pretend that I did this on purpose. Because I'm feeling lazy, instead of doing like non-metallic metals on the shield that's on the ground, we're actually just going to use... Okay. We're going to use this colour by Scale Colour. I don't recommend Scale Colour anymore because they are not a nice company. Unfortunately, they do very good metallic paint. This one has a labelling error that has resulted in a very racist name. Let's put it that way. They are a Spanish company, I believe, or an Italian company. And whoever did the translation did not know what they were doing. Hello, Steen. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Oops. Sorry. Hit the camera. So yeah, we'll just do metallic on this. And a quick wash, because it's going to get covered with snow anyway, so it's not like anyone's going to see much of it. And it's not the focus of the mini. The new acrylic Vallejo metallics in the larger pots are amazing too, but sadly only a limited colour range at the moment. Oh, that's a shame. Base looks amazing, love the shrooms. Thank you very much, Steen. They are the thing I am most proud of. There's actually 3 little sets of mushrooms. And all 3 of them are painted to match real world fungus that you find in the forest. Because I'm that kind of nerd. I haven't gone far enough to actually research the fungus and be able to tell you exactly what they're called and like their growth cycle and stuff, but I did go to the effort of making sure that they were the correct colours for forest fungus. I'm glad you think so, Steen. So I'm putting a slightly brassier colour over the top. I'm gonna just dump a wash over this once I've brushed a little bit of this on, I think. Actually, we can use this maybe? No. That's solid. That's not. I'm using a bit of black paint to make it look more tarnished. And my finger. Which is not the technique that they suggest in tutorials on YouTube, but who cares? There we go. It's better. Lowly tarnished indeed. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, Modhell. Only 1 copper and 1 gold. That's a real shame, because I tend to do more golds and coppers than I do silvers and steels and things like that, to be honest with you. Yeah, that actually looks quite nice. It'll do. Where are my washes? Ah, here we go. Can't quite reach. Trying not to punch everything and failing miserably, so sorry about that. A little bit of Nuln Oil. This is a big pot of Nuln Oil. Washes tend to be the only things that I don't bother to put in dropper bottles, because they keep fairly well. There we go. A little bit around the snow too. There we go. So that's just, it's there. It'll get covered in snow and then we won't notice it anymore. No matter what people say, Fingies is painting tools. They is painting tools. How do you think we did it before we had brushes? That's commitment, Cyborg. I wouldn't go that far. Okay. Porthos! Stop chewing your paws! Yes, I can hear you. Sorry, folks. Okay. So, it's time for me to get out my little bag of white powder. It's snow flock. Well, it's snow powder. Don't get me banned. I need my cheap white craft glue. And my Amazon brand glue palette. Making sure I didn't dox myself there. Big old bag of snow. So we're going to put the white craft glue all over the base where we've painted it white. And all over my finger, apparently. It's going well. I'm going to be fairly liberal with the glue. It dries clear anyway, so it's not like it matters. But we want to make sure it gets in all the nooks and crannies. Of which there are many on this base, because of the way I've done it. Okay. And I'm just going to sprinkle it on, and this is another thing that I'm just going to have to clean off of my desk later. And this is how you know it's definitely just fake snow. Because if it wasn't fake snow, I would not be dumping it onto a miniature. Because it is... The other thing is too expensive to be dumped onto a miniature. And then... scraped into the carpet when it doesn't actually go on the mini. I'm going a bit overboard with the snow right now, just to make sure that it actually sticks. This is the second time we've had this in tonight. Okay. Oh god. Look at the state of my desk now. It's terrible, folks. Right. And now I'm going to make it worse. Hang on. There you go. You can watch. I'm going to brush a little bit of the snow off of the shield so you can see it a bit. But not too much. There we go. See? Got a little bit of snow on the log as well. And it's caught in the flock. Not the flock, the tuft, which is why I put the tuft on first. So it would just get snow stuck in it and feel more like it's actually part of the base. Oh god, my desk is so gritty now. Okay. The little bag of white powder is going away. And let's have a look-see at what we've got dirt-wise. So, excuse me, Flower Knight. We have this very fine sort of gravelly grit. Welcome back, Gibraltar. But we also have actual dirt. This is from Rival Scenics, aka Rival Crafts, who I am an affiliate for. So if you decide you want actual dirt of your own, it's been specially treated and preserved, to put on your bases. I think exclamation mark RC will give you my affiliate link so that you can, I believe, get a discount. And I get a little bit of the money from any purchase as a thank you for referring people. And I absolutely adore Rivals stuff. Like, I've got a bunch of their flowers and tufts and all sorts here, because they make some of the best basing gear on the market, in my opinion. I deserved that, D. Thanks. Thank you, Mod Hell. Oh, yeah, Stream Elements doesn't like that URL. I forgot about that. I've got a jar of dirt. I do have a jar of dirt. You're right. It's a little plastic jar. I have two jars of dirt, and 6 jars of glass. And I don't mean that the jars are made of glass, I mean they are little plastic jars full of, FYI, the link breaks at the question mark, so manually copy it if you want to use it. Yes, thank you very much, Model. Imagine sanitizing URL strings. I know. Okay, I'm gonna remove some of the snow from my desk because it's actually making my elbows itch. It'll never catch on. No, it won't. I'm probably going to end up tiny URLing that when I move it to the other bot. Okay, I scraped a load of the snow into my hand, but now I don't know where to put it. I didn't think this through. I have a tiny Kingdom Death box here, which is now going to be a snow box. There we go. Now there's only a little bit in my carpet. Right. So, I'm thinking this dirt, but I'm going to have to be choosy about what goes in, because obviously stuff like this, probably a little bit big. Might make for a nice log, but we've got so much other shit on the base already, we don't want to do that, really. But I like the fact that this has got... It's got texture, it's got colour. I was going to say it's got life, but it doesn't because it's specially treated. Well done, Dave. Well done. Was not expecting that. Bravo. Okay. Oh, God, there's snow all over my magnet as well. Shit. There we go. Where's the chuck? That's a free life hack. But the snow on my desk will keep for another day. Bit more glue. And again, sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but I've got to do this on my lap and there's no space to do it on the desk. So... Oh, this is difficult. Trying not to get too much of it on the mini, but make sure I get good coverage of the areas that need it. Trying not to knock the flowers too much. I mean, I'll put some more on later anyway, but, you know, rather not have to put them all back on. The most important place to get it is where it's right next to the snow, because we want that to be a nice... Oh, a little bit of audio crackle there at my end. I'm guessing you folks got that too. And again. Hmm. There we go. Doesn't matter so much if we get a little bit of dirt on the snow, as long as it's not too much. And try not to get it in your paint palette, dingus. Ooh, rock. Lovely. Ah! Too many metal tools. Too much dirt on my desk. There you go. There we go. Dust some of the dirt out there. Cut to 3 very drunk men an hour later in a student flat with a sieve trying to separate the pocket lint. Oh god. What did I miss there? Oh no. Yeah, that's rough. Jesus day. Yeah, that's certainly an experience, one I would like to avoid for all of my days. Okay, I'm going to remove him from the camera, and considering what I'm about to do, I'm gonna put you over to this screen, because I'm gonna blow on him. And this is going to take a while, so
You filthy animals.
fair play. There we go. She's trying to get rid of some of the dirt that had caught in the snow. You heard no command audio. Oh, I don't think desktop audio is on that scene. That might be why. I actually. There you go. And you got the better one that time, so you should have heard that. Insert inappropriate comment here, indeed. Okay. I've got so much cleaning up to do now. I'm gonna have to clean my desk tomorrow. This is filthy now. But he's looking really good, I think. And I'm liking the flowers at the bottom there, just sort of bursting out of his train. I think it looks nice. Could do with a little bit more just to complete the transition. But we'll get there. And what I'll probably do... Oh, didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Got loads of dirt here. There. Fixed it. Nothing to see here. All good. I think that is a solid evening's worth of work. Considering there was a point this evening when I was like, maybe I would just won't stream and I'll go and nap. What else is filthy though? I don't know. Chat? My hands, because they are also covered in dirt and glue. Dirt is? Yeah, dirt is filthy. This dirt isn't filthy, this dirt's been cleaned. Oop. There. No, I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. I've done things... Justin Timberlake. Yeah, yeah. Drink some water, you damn animals. Beautiful Gibraltar. I will also drink some water because I've not had a drink in a little while. But I think I will finish up there. Take that little bit of dirt off. There we go. Because if I don't finish up soon, I'm just going to keep fucking with the mini, and I really need to stop and just let him dry and sit for a bit. Turning the light down so you can see him a bit better. And we'll do a little turn around on the So I think he's looking really good. I'm really pleased with him. And we're so close to the end now as well. So close to him being finished. I don't know what I'll do. I will do torpor. I always do. After every hobby stream, I always take pictures of what I've done and post them up on Instagram and Twitter and Discord. Because I like to see how he's progressed over the course of a week as well. Yeah, I'm very happy with how he's turned out so far. He's a mini that I've had for a really long time, and I was always really scared to paint him in case I fucked him up, because you can't get this miniature anymore. Sort of a Green Knight vibe is exactly what I was going for, Gibraltar. Like, my own spin on the Green Knight, obviously. With the diligence of a serial killer displaying their work. I don't know what you mean, D. I would never do such a thing. Sensible serial killers don't display their work. That's how you get caught. Yeah. I've had this miniature for about a decade. And up until now, I've been too scared to paint it because I didn't think I was good enough. I was too terrified to paint it because I was afraid I would fuck it up. Trophies are in the eye of the beholder, exactly. And I was terrified that if I did fuck it up, I wouldn't be able to replace it because it doesn't. You cannot get this version of this miniature anymore. You can get the mass-produced version, but you cannot get the resin one, which is slightly smaller because it's the original cast. But I did it. I started painting it. And not only that, but I'm happy with how it's turned out so far. Despite me using techniques that I've never used before in ways that nobody has described them being used. Like, I've really gone out on a limb and tried things that I've never done before and experimented, and it's worked out really well, I think. And I'm really proud of myself for that. I'm proud of myself for stepping out of my comfort zone as well. But I'm always going to be proud of myself for finally saying, I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to paint this miniature. I'm not going to be afraid of painting my miniatures anymore. If I fuck them up, I fuck them up. They'll always be mine, and I'll always learn something from them. That's the important thing. Doesn't matter if people think it's pretty or not. I'm not painting them for other people, I'm painting them for me. As long as I'm happy with what I've learned or what I've done, that's all that's ever gonna matter. Same with anything I do now. Latest episode of the podcast, The Infinite Monkey Cage, is about how to commit the perfect murder if you want pointers. The short version is leave it to those with specialised skills. And I do have a very special set of skills. There is no way to commit the perfect murder. I'll tell you that much now. Because nothing is perfect when you add humans into the mix. There's always something that can go wrong. No plan survives contact with the enemy. And sometimes you are the enemy. Anyway. I don't know, bullets seem to work pretty well. But they are traceable. If committing the perfect murder means getting away with it, bullets ain't the answer. Right. On that delightful note, we're gonna finish up for the evening so I can go and get some dinner. I'm fucking starving. Things I need to do. I will be back on Friday with some more community night. I'm thinking another crowd-controlled game, but maybe not Dark Souls. I'm going in my room, we could just shoot him. Fair point, fair point. Yeah. I'm actually thinking crowd-controlled Vampire Survivors on Friday. I think that could be fun. Where is it? Here we go. Yes, I know Mythbusters tried the ice-based projectile. We do have a giveaway active on the stream. That's what I was checking. It is Rustler Grand Theft Horse. I know this was the giveaway game on Sunday, but nobody entered the giveaway because I think everybody had gone to bed by that point. Oh, okay. Never mind then, D. Yeah, Twitch is being a shit about all kinds of chat. Like, I'm not even seeing half of the things that go into chats in some channels now. It's a private conversation. Stop reading it, streamer. If it's a private conversation, take it out of my fucking chat. This isn't the place for private conversations. That's what DMs are for. Or if you know the person personally, text messages.
Goodbye.
Or WhatsApp. You're most welcome, Torpor. And yes, I'm going to. I'm going to take it Nobody Wants Rustler. Because that's 2 days in a... well, 2 streams in a row. Text messages, how can I... Oh, fuck off, dude. I don't even know if that's going to work in here. I don't think it does. Oh well. Right. I'm going. See you all in Isle. Oh, fuck off, D. What is it with mods and just mercilessly bullying the streamer? Okay, who are we gonna go see? Who are we gonna go see? I think... Yeah. We're gonna go and see Duke Silver. You cheeky fuckers. Alright, I get the point. Text messages are old hat, but I'm old, okay? Meanies. Ban the lot of you. I'll be back on Friday, everybody. No, we cannot, D. I've not got my keyboard close enough to write a raid message. What am I going to do with you lot? Right, I'll be back on Friday with something crowd controlled. Hopefully I'll see you all then. Yeah, I fucking know, mod. Was lovely to see you all. Till I see you all next, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, wash your fucking hands, and have a great rest of your week.